Hey everyone, welcome back. We're Panda Packs. I am Panda Face.
And I am Toby the Red Panda.
And today we have Kakawow's WB Phantom series here, the 100th anniversary trading cards.
Yeah, 100th anniversary of Warner Brothers.
Yeah, there are 10 packs in these boxes, 5 cards a pack.
So 50 cards total.
We opened the Kakawow Disney celebration or holiday or whatever it's called.
Festivals. Either way, we opened them and we had a good time. I'll cut it.
Okay. We saw these and were so tickled by the randomness.
So it's incredibly random. So this is celebrating all of Warner Brothers properties.
Like, I think Warner Brothers and I think like Looney Tunes, right? No, like we're talking
30 different movies, TV shows, and other Warner Brothers properties.
Lord of the Rings, DC,
Scooby-Doo,
Friends
randomly. And this may be the most prepped that I have ever been.
Yeah.
Although I will say I kept myself a little bit in the dark on. I only gave myself about that many as far as the properties go. There are 30 different movies, TV shows in Warner Brothers.
So there are 2 to 4 limited numbered cards per box. We did get sort of like a checklist-ish this time because last time we had no idea.
We had no idea. And
what?
It was just, those
are pretty.
Fancy box.
What anything was. And we're like, is this good?
So basically, there's 240 cards in the base set. We're not going to come anywhere close to 2 boxes.
No. Super duper pretty.
Each of those 240 cards also has a silver version, which is non-numbered.
Pretty.
They also each have a die-cut version, which is non-numbered. We should be getting 1 per box of the die-cuts.
These feel hard.
Interesting.
So Kakawow obviously owns the... Oh, yeah, these are sturdy. I guess Asian rights to Warner Brothers for at least trading cards. So at least that's why. Oh my Lord, here we go.
So that is Adventure Time.
Adventure Time. Holy cow.
And that is that foily or is that just a base card?
I think this is probably what the base looks like. Okay. So we're starting off with Adventure Time. This is a...
H. That's from Ready Player One.
From Ready Player One?
Yes, because they made the movie. That's from Ready Player One.
Hey. Yeah, I'm like, wait, this is I loved that book. Yeah. The movie's all right. Sorry, we had a situation. So here is Smaug from The Hobbit, of course, and this is pretty. Look at that. Yeah.
Is there a number on that?
Let's find out. It's like a purple sparkly situation. Yes, it is out of 888, 94.
So that is going to be Shining Stage.
Okay. Everyone loves Smaug.
And that is 1 out of every 16 packs. So
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is the Benedict Cumberbatch version. Yes. We've got Yosemite Sam, which is what I would think, like Warner Brothers, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know why I'm just... Oh, and Legolas. Obviously.
What's your elven eyes see?
The whatchamacallits from whatever. I don't know. They're taking the Hobbits to Isengard. We know that much. So, 5... I'm already tickled pink. Yeah. Like, I'm having a blast.
So these are really nice cards.
They are really, they're sturdy.
Like chrome.
We've got Bane.
It
doesn't matter who we are. Sorry. It's my terrible Bane impression. Wile E. Coyote. I'm going to put him... Oh, we have a die cut.
Nice.
Steppenwolf.
I'm assuming DC.
Doesn't say.
But I'm going to assume that's DC.
Okay. I'll accept that.
That's a really pretty die cut.
That's really nice.
So that is a box hit. We should be getting, like I said, 1 die cut per box.
Okay.
And they are non-numbered.
Right. I didn't see a number.
But they are really cool looking. All
right. We got Daphne from Scooby-Doo, of course. Oh, and of course the Scarecrow from The Wizard of Oz. All
right. These are actually really awesome.
I'm really happy.
I'm kind of stoked on these.
I love the randomness of it.
Aside from the Shining Stage,
sparkly these.
We could also expect hopefully to get a Final Frames card in one of these 2 boxes.
Got Keeley from The Hobbit. I'm gonna go ahead and put him with Legolas.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Fred Flintstone, a classic.
Oh, I almost forgot about the Flintstones.
How? Oh, this is from Supergirl.
Yeah, so this may be a final frame, actually.
Okay.
I think this is a final frame.
This is from the Supergirl TV show.
Which is what I was literally just talking about.
That's crazy. Okay.
So the final frames are also non-numbered. And actually, no, we should be getting 2 per box on that.
I'm going to assume this is a DC comic character, Captain Cold?
Looks that way.
Sure. And Reverse Flash. Interesting. Obviously,
Slow
a DC.
down time? Okay. Other ones that we could possibly get in these are going to be mashups, which is like the Warner Brothers characters, like the animated characters, but in like DC getup.
Nice. Oh, that's fun.
That. Magazine cards, we might get one, which is an interesting.
We got Harley Quinn.
take.
I'm gonna go ahead and put her with the DC Comics.
That makes sense.
Zatanna, which I'm gonna assume again is a
Also
comic character.
possibly
If I'm
comics.
wrong, that's fine. Oh, it's one of the Gremlins.
Nice. I think this is the silver.
Yeah, this one's silver. This is Stripe from the Gremlins.
Silver stripe from the Gremlins.
Wow.
That's really cool.
Who knew that they have the rights to the Gremlins? Now we know. That's a pretty card.
It is.
We got what's his face is Shazam.
Shazam.
And of course, my favorite and yours, Mr. Speedy Gonzalez.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna go ahead and put him.
That's very nice.
Wait, why is I messed these up?
Also, possibly storytelling and Chinese pattern. We could be getting either or the fireworks.
Okay.
WB 100 fireworks. Those are all numbered, we will know them if we have them. But those are also all 1 out of every 50 packs.
Oh, this is from
Space Jam.
Space Jam.
Nice.
I'm gonna go ahead and put Daphne over here.
Sure.
Wow. Okay, so very well. That makes sense. Again, they were Looney Tunes. Hello.
Yeah, exactly.
Wake up. We have another Hobbit or another dwarf from the Hobbit.
Another silver.
Stinkfly.
Nice.
That looks like animated, but I wouldn't know from. I wish it kind of told you what it was.
Yeah, there's not really a lot on these cards as far as detailing what it's from. The Supergirl one might have some details because I think it is a final frame, but.
So this is another one like Stripe over there. A lot of dwarves in this one. And Bam Bam.
Bam Bam.
Bam Bam Rubble. My goodness.
Now, as far as the ones that we are unlikely to see, Dazzling Gems are out of 75. Green is out of 20. There are like signatures, quote unquote.
Yes.
Facsimile signatures, but there's not a ton of them.
Yeah, I've seen a couple online.
There's only 24 cards. I'm sorry. 24 cards in the script art, and
here's another Adventure Time.
We're probably not.
Sue Ellen Ewing from Dallas?
Oh, yes, from Dallas. Dallas was on there. I did see that.
The television show Dallas from the 80s.
I just love how random this is.
Wow.
This is so incredibly random.
Okay. Poison Ivy.
In the silver. That's
in
nice.
the silver. Oh, Poison Ivy or Stripe. I don't know. It's a tough choice.
Yeah.
J.R. Ewing from the television show Dallas. As the entire Ewing family here. Wow. Okay, every time I think of Dallas, I think of my grandma's house.
Oh, nice. That's great.
Tigra from Thundercats.
Yeah.
Just putting like animated stuff
I mean,
here.
we'll figure it all out at the end.
Wow, was not expecting the television show Dallas to make an appearance.
That should tell you how random this is.
Now I have the Dallas theme song in my head.
That's on you.
Okay. Here's Catwoman. This looks like it's from
a TV show or something, maybe.
Actually, I don't know why this makes me think of the most recent, the Batman.
Oh, maybe it is.
But I have no idea.
Yeah.
Deathstroke.
Nice. Another
We've got
silver.
Solomon Grundy. I'm gonna again assume, another silver. Atrocitus?
Atrocitus.
That's a great name.
It is actually really cool.
And the Roadrunner.
And then the ones that we definitely will not be seeing are the dual script art, the black and the white, which black and white are both 1 of 1.
Oh, well, I mean, it could happen.
It could happen, but we're probably
Unlikely.
not seeing that.
We got some more Space Jam going on.
Nice.
Once again,
Gloin.
more dwarves. All right, we got Space Jam
on the silver.
On the silver, very nice.
Bard from The Hobbit.
Yeah, Luke Evans.
Yeah.
And Rosie, the robot from the Jetsons. Jane, his wife. I used to love the Jetsons movie, especially.
Oh, I know. The Jetsons movie was great.
So good. Two-Face.
Two-Face, nice. Animated one,
King
too.
Shark. Nice. That might be a keeper.
Right.
Oh, we got Scooby-Doo, and this one is different.
This is a parallel, so this might be...
Let's see if it's numbered.
Ooh, it is numbered to 75.
And it's 2 different images.
So this one is Dazzling Gems.
Okay.
And this is a multi-case hit.
Oh, right.
And I think that's a pretty darn good character to get.
I would say Scooby-Doo is a pretty good one.
So there are only 72 on the checklist for the Dazzling Gems.
That is cool that it's 2 different images.
And this is 1 out of every 227 packs.
Nice.
That's a phenomenal card.
Wow.
I'm actually going to go ahead and sleep.
Yeah, go for it. This has like a scratch off at the bottom.
What?
It's a raffle.
What?
Raffle process for non-Chinese mainland users. Oops, there's a QR code. That was my bad.
We'll make sure we figure that out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. And then here's another dwarf for the hobbits. And this is my last pack. That is, let's leave up Scooby over there.
It's number 43 out of 75.
Yeah, all right.
Dazzling Gems.
More Space Jam. More dwarves. Oh, we've got Corpse Bride.
Nice.
As our frame.
Yeah, final frames. And like I said,
this is a really pretty border. Look at that. Yeah. That's nice.
And Corpse Bride looks really good in there.
Yeah, Corpse Bride looks especially awesome. Sorry, Supergirl.
Another Bam Bam.
Another Bam Bam. We got a dupe. And another JR. My goodness. Where's people's grandmas? All right. I'm going to switch it off to Toby.
And we got one more box coming. So this is way better actually than I anticipated it being.
I mean, there's a lot of Hobbit representation.
Right.
Yeah, dwarves.
So this isn't super expensive, but they're not cheap either.
Well, we got them. They were on sale.
Yeah.
We did find out a local shop carries these at a more regular price.
Yeah, slightly higher. I'm going to take this off.
Yeah, go for it. But that is good to know. It's not an unreasonable price, just not an on-sale price.
Right.
There is another version of this, I think, that's called, like, Cosmic or something?
Cosmos, I think?
Cosmos. But I actually preferred these.
Yeah, these ones look better. Okay.
I like
so I've got my packs off screen here, but rest assured.
In my opinion, I just like the way these look better than the other ones.
It seems like it's a really fun open. Right. So like starting with Boromir there, Sean Bean, Sheen Bean,
Eddard Stark, and everyone else.
Yeah, and then Quacker, which I don't know what that's from.
I'm gonna say that's probably a Looney Tune. You can put him over there with Bam Bam. Oh, we got H.
We got H, but on the silver parallel. Nice. So there's that. That's pretty cool. Where are we putting? There's H. Clayface from the cartoon, and Blue Beetle.
Oh, nice.
Another DC property.
I haven't seen that movie.
I haven't either.
I haven't heard much one way or the other.
Yeah, you're right. These packs are...
they're sturdy.
They're sturdy.
They're like the prettiest
That's kind of the word I would use for them, too. So,
nice.
Traffic Cop. That's a...
Is that from Frosty the Snowman?
It might be from Frosty the Snowman. That's hard to say, though. Supergirl on the animated.
Right.
There's another silver Steppenwolf.
Oh, nice. But without the die cut.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, it's Sauron.
Sauron from Lord of the Rings.
That's
and Soriel from The Hobbit. So because we got this multi-case hit on Scooby-Doo, I don't suspect that my box is going to be all that phenomenal, but we'll see. Nubia looks like DC. Nice little Elmer Fudd action.
Fudd.
Ooh, Daffy on the silver.
That's nice.
I'm going to put Daffy up. Marshall Lee is from Adventure Time, and Daito is from Ready Player One.
That is incredibly random. I wouldn't have guessed. Well, I mean, so is Dallas.
Right.
So.
You were going to ask something.
I was just going to ask you, did you see the inside of the packs?
No, I didn't. It's like holographic. Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah. It's like
wow.
intense.
Okay. Faramir from Lord of the Rings. Tyke from
it's like a Looney
Tune area. Theoden on the silver.
That is like Theoden looking rough.
Yeah, he's looking pretty rough.
He just came back from Helm's Deep or something.
Killer Croc from the animated Batman. Yeah. And Cyclone, which I'm assuming is from like Supergirl, maybe?
I don't know Cyclone.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's not it. All
right. Victor from Corpse Bride.
Awesome.
Which I'm going to have to set there because we don't really have that. Dark Seed. And another silver. This one's Scooby-Doo. Which is a nice silver to have. Put him there.
Have we gotten old?
Radagast from The Hobbit. And a Zog from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, The Hobbit, I think.
No, that was... Yes, you're right. Both The Hobbit. Have we gotten what?
I forgot. I was going to ask, have we gotten all the dwarves from The Hobbit at this
point? I don't think so. There's a lot of them.
We haven't gotten the main guy.
There's M4 from Space Jam. Where do we put Space Jam? I don't remember.
Well, I think I was just putting him with the Looney Tunes.
All right, that's fine. Ice Queen from Adventure Time, and this is not a final frame.
What's this one?
This one is storytelling.
Storytelling.
So this should be numbered to 375, and it's Aquaman. 89 out of 375.
Jason Momoa as Aquaman.
That is Jason Momoa as Aquaman. So we'll put that over there.
Nice.
Gossamer.
I didn't know that.
That's Looney Tunes. And then Gimli. The only dwarf that matters.
Right.
I have 4 more packs in this incredibly random rip.
I had seen, I think it was in the other one, of like an RPA of, what is it? Is it Tom or Jerry? That's
nice. Yeah, whichever. Yeah, that's
and it was
funny.
like a piece of his felt.
And that was kind of crazy.
Kind of upsetting.
So here's Upgrade, which I'm assuming is, I don't know, DC. Wile E. Kit from Thundercats.
Oh!
I think you're putting over there. Okay, Animaniacs on the final frame.
Wow.
I like that. That makes me happy. Hopefully I'll get another one to put on that other stand, so I'll put him in front of Corpse Bride for now. Elroy Jetson.
His boy Elroy.
And this is from where the monsters are?
Where the wild things are.
Where the wild things are?
Yeah, I was putting them there. Wow. Okay,
so that's
a new
the
one.
first one from that. Random, man. This is kind of awesome how random this is. Still waiting on my die cut. Should be getting a die cut in this box. And hopefully we get some more numbered cards, but we'll see. Is this from Captain Planet? I think that's from Captain Planet.
That looking Captain Planet.
Wow.
Oh,
Tom. Speaking of Tom from Tom and Jerry. And then this is
that one's nice.
Mashups. This is Lola Bunny as Dorothy. We were talking about these mashups. These are numbered to $5.99, and this is $3.34 out of $5.99.
Cool.
I actually really like that card.
Lola Bunny as Dorothy.
Lion-O from Thundercats, and then Sinestro, which I think might be from the Green Lantern.
Yeah,
universe.
I think that's Green Lantern.
So I do have 2 more packs.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, that Lola Bunny mashup is really cool. We're getting a decent amount of the parallels that I was hoping we would get.
For sure.
Obviously, nothing super rare.
That was totally the traffic cop from Frosty the Snowman.
Nice. Because that's Professor Hinkle from Frosty the Snowman. XLR8, and then our die cut is Gimli! Yeah!
All right. That's what I'm talking about.
Gimli on the die cut. Marvin the Martian. And then Thorin Oakenshield.
That's the guy I was thinking of.
Thorin. And then last pack of the rip. Last pack mojo. Let's go.
Right.
Let's get that black or white. Or a dual script auto.
Yeah.
Let's get that facsimile auto here.
Speaking of Captain
Planet.
We need you, Captain Planet.
And another Captain Planet character with Mati. I'm going to go from the back.
Planeteer.
Astro from the Jetsons. We've got another one of these checklists, which we'll
see what that's about.
Take a look and see what that's about. And then a final frame of Friends.
It's Friends.
Wow. All right, y'all. This was a lot of fun. We got Smog on the Shining Star. numbered to 888. We got
this one's cool. This is cool.
Lola Bunny as Dorothy, numbered to
the dual image.
The dual image on this.
That's insane. Actually.
That's really cool. Jason Momoa as Aquaman. Some really cool silvers. Animaniacs is probably my favorite on the final frames.
Yeah.
I love that we got a Friends final frame. I was hoping we would because of how random that is. This is a random set, and we're, if you've watched this channel, you know that we're down for the random sets.
We love it. If you see anything that tickles your fancy, let us know, because this is some really random stuff.
This is random, and we're kind of here for it.
Yeah. So. All right.
Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see y'all next time.
Bye.